Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Santa Clara. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he gets this back out to the 30-yard line. That's where the offense will get this one going.
At their own 30-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So, from the 37, here's second down and 3. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Jonathan Grenard in for the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That one on target with Kirk. It's done. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Niners first down.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. When you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences, it's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
And 4.
From the 41, here's second down and 4. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Going up top for Evans. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, 49.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
1st and 10 for Purdy. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And now go down as an incompletion. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, here's Purdy. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Third down coming up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flash. It's going to be fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And this is tough here on the opening drive, because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach fourth down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard
Eagles
line.
in possession to start the second quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll run it here with Saquon. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
34 yards.
Big-time play for Philly. It's a gain of 34.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Flushed to his right. Taking off, and he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. They'll move the pocket here with Hurts.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Running from the pistol with Barkley. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
4-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, 49ers 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Watkins on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A first down throw for Purdy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And that will lead to a second down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Down the field, it's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. First catch of the game for Evans. And he's got that first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Second and long coming up. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Purdy to throw for it on fourth down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards. They'll come up now. Again, good news, it's first and 10. They'll throw again with Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing again is Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own
Hurts to the air on first down. Now he'll run it. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 18 yards, the gain there. What a way to begin the third quarter.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. A run with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
On third down, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete. And I think they got to just continue to attack downfield.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 40. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, 49ers.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the third. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
It's going to be first down and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 45-yard line.
Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And the 49er.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
At the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now McCaffrey. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On third and long, Purdy to throw. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down.
It seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And now what can the other guys do in the final minute to avoid overtime? They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here comes Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 21
Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10.
Philadelphia.
There's the spike. It comes with 15 seconds on the clock. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Rolling right. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now they use their final timeout here. Really puts them in a tough spot. They're going to kick it now. Risk another play. Time will tell.
29-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
One last shot now for Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. The kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night.